So for some reason, Hasan Piker is furious with the fact that a girl has been spotted with Asmongold. Now, nobody knows if they're actually dating, but Hasan is convinced that these two are having sex based, probably. I'd have sex with Asmongold too if he was in the room with me right now. He really is that sexy. But Hasan has lost his mind, a beautiful Asian woman being in the same room as our literal god, Asmongold, often does. I will say this, and I'm going to be completely honest. And I know people hate when I say this. I have had many, probably at least 8, and I'm just going to say it, prominent female streamers off to suck the mold off of Asmongold's cock if I get him in contact with one another. I'm not gonna lie. The reality is, a lot of people look at Asmongold. They say, how the fuck could he get a girlfriend? A lot of people look at me. They say, how the fuck can this bald get a girlfriend? Well, let me tell you, as 2 of the best goddamn people on the internet, it is very easy to get a girlfriend, even without all of the fame and fortune, if you truly have the charisma dripping from every single vein in your body. Yes, me and Asmon, we're a different breed. And it drives people crazy that we are able to obtain such beautiful wenches for us to collect. So let's get down to business. Let's talk about why Hasan had a little temper tantrum, and then let's see Asmongold call him the fuck out. Let's talk about it.
What is this? Asmongold went viral after a guest on his live stream called out the streamer's bathroom conditions, describing the toilet as unusable due to the massive stain.
You want to get the one...
I want to remind you, Hasan is such a petty, small, I love Hasan Piker. He's pulling up a clip with 2 likes and 61 views. If you don't think he specifically instructed that chatter to link that, that's how pathetic this man is. He's going to react to a clip with 2 likes. Imagine that.
Not that one. That's a piece of shit. That's the good one.
Schizo as fuck. Because this is what Hasan does. He signal boosts schizophrenic chatters to attack anybody he opposes. It is pathetic.
Yeah, that's the good one. No.
Where is this from?
Is it...
What happened to your toilet? It's unusable.
This is a clip we've already seen, but this is the extended version.
What? It's unusable.
There's like the biggest dookie stain.
No, there's not.
There is.
All right, now Asmongold has said that he's embarrassed by this, but I'm going to be real. Why are we grossed out by a dookie stain in a toilet? Brother, where else do you think the dookie goes? Okay? I'm just gonna, hey, I'm going to just say it. And Asmongold wanted to say that. Bitch, what the fuck you think else going to be in there? Oh, shit, bro. Ah, shit, bro. There's garbage in the garbage can. Shit, hey, how about we get a fucking grip, realize shit happens, where else the shit stain gonna be? If it's on the wall, if it's on the ceiling, if it's in the refrigerator, I see what you're saying. The shit is in the toilet. He dropped the bomb where it was planted. Terrorist win.
I can't use it.
Do you not clean it? Well, my shit is very healthy because I eat very healthily, so my shit doesn't leave stains. Plus, my accuracy is insane. It drops right down the hole, is what it is. Asmongold will be eating like fucking Skittles and beef jerky.
Who was on his shit back in 2024? I mean, let's not act like it's not impressive that a woman, regardless of what their background is,
you're not going to shit on that woman and call her a gold digger and an OnlyFans whore just because she's in proximity of Asmongold, right? That's my thing. I would like to say I've met Casey. She was absolutely wonderful to talk to in real life. I think she's a peach.
chose to go into this otherwise toxic zone. It's kind of unbelievable.
So the reason why Hasan is so hot and bothered, Hasan wishes that he was Casey.
This is Chernobyl. She don't even have a fucking hazmat suit. Okay, this goes back to what I was saying about Kim.
Good. Let's hear how sexist you become when it's the opposition.
Okay. What the fuck's going on in Texas? Are people in Texas all right?
He's so mad because now he can't use the word incel on Asmongold anymore. He's so mad.
Earlier today,
He's
I
so
was
mad.
talking about Kim Paxton.
His room's clean. He appears to have a girlfriend. He appears. I'm not going to assume. He appears to have a girlfriend. He's infinitely more successful than Hasan. And Asmongold can't even bench 135. You know what I mean? So now that's the only thing that Hasan can say is that Asmongold's bald and that he's weak. So all that separates Asmongold from being literally untouchable is a hair transplant, the dentist, and going to the gym. If he does all three of those, he's literally just better Hasan. And Hasan realizes how close the gap is about to be closed, and Hasan loses everything. Because I will say this, I'll go on record. I actually think Asmongold is a very good-looking dude. He's kind of like a gotcha game. He has a really good foundation. Now we got to hope the developers actually add in the content. Asmongold has a very good frame. He has a very good brain. He's a very good orator. And to be honest, I think his jawline and his facial structure is actually pretty good. If he were to get a couple of tweaks, I feel like he would mog the fuck out of a lot of people on this platform. Now, he ain't going to be as goddamn pretty as me, because nobody is. I'll be real, I'm goddamn beautiful. Everybody knows it. People dream of licking my bald ass head. But that's okay. I believe with a little bit of work, a little bit of time, Asmongold could mog the fuck out of everybody else.
Who seemingly is always
Besides me.
fucking, okay? And he is chopped as shit.
Here we go. There we go. Immediately calls Asmongold ugly as fuck. Imagine that.
But I guess Kim Paxton also has a lot of money, just like Asmongold does.
Immediately implying a woman that takes interest in Asmongold is only there for the money. Isn't that a little bit misogynist? Isn't that a little bit misogynist? You know, that word that you call me all the time? Hasan, how have you made me look woke? Implying Kaisi is a gold digger? What is going on here, man? You're making me look like I'm fucking LGBTQ Alliance. Why don't we put some fucking respect on these women? This is unbelievable.
What the fuck's going on?
Here we go. Yep, go ahead.
What the hell is going on in Texas? Is this a Texas thing? What is happening?
Yep.
Respect women, let women get their bags. I mean, I think there's probably more respectable ways of getting your bag than that.
Immediately implies that Kaisi is a gold digging. This is disgusting behavior by Hasan. I cannot believe that now this small-headed little man is being a misogynist. Every news report needs to pick up on this immediately. I thought he was an alliance to the women. What's going on here, man? And now he's calling her a gold digger? This is disgusting. I will never stand for this. Sits down.
But you know, what do I know? What do I fucking know? I don't know anything. Okay, don't listen to me for advice.
Hey, Hasan, didn't you have sex with a kid in a brothel? So what fuck are we doing where you have gone on record and said that you paid for sex at a brothel that had human trafficked children at it? Aren't you the guy who also has had sex with things that aren't human by saying, and I quote, nothing beats sex with humans. There's really no substitute, implying that you may have had sex with animals? I feel like we really need to calm the fuck down here. I really think we do.
Right? I don't know anything.
True, facts.
I'm just a dumb guy.
True. First good Hasan take. Go
I
ahead.
thought you were pro sex work. I am.
There it is. There it is. Oh, that's crazy, man. By the way, Hasan, didn't you go on record saying that you dated a porn star and you watched her fuck another man in front of you? So what are we talking about here? Why are we putting down sex work now? I thought you were so pro sex work, so pro women. What happened, man? This is a little bit interesting, huh?
But not all sex work is equal. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it's bad because she's with Asmon. Oh. Now, I would like to say my beautiful fiance has never done any sex work whatsoever. I love her with my whole heart. And I believe, and a lot of women's value, that once they find a good man, that they can also cease operations and cease to persist in that scandalous life. But I feel like Hasan Piker's being a little bit of a hypocrite here, considering that he is literally a porn star and admitted that he paid for sex as well as gone to a Diddy party. So I feel like we're being a little bit hypocritical here, guys.
Maybe some is a little too much, you know? Perhaps some sex work, I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I see what you're doing, but also.
So now she's a lowly whore, isn't she, Hasan? Very interesting.
There's more respectable ways of doing it. Yeah, it's good to also make sure that, you know, sex work is safe and clean.
Oh, so now we're implying Asmongold is a disease-ridden sexual deviant. That's weird because you were calling him an incel. Are you now implying that he has STDs? How could that happen if he didn't have sex, Hasan?
You know, this is a very unsafe work condition. I like going on your stream, for instance. It would go a lot smoother. No, I'm not. I don't even want the secondary contact. Not that.
Oh, any woman that has sex with Asmongold is now a vile, disgusting creature that you wouldn't even want to have contact with? Guys, what the fuck are we saying here? How is he not being banned for this? How is he not banned for this? For completely ripping apart Kaisi, unprovoked, by the way. I want to remind you guys, Denim's called me a rapist, and so I called her a whore in retaliation. I got banned for 2 weeks. This is fucking insane.
That it was ever offered or anything, but
like, this is fucking insane.
Frontline workers. Yeah, I'm gonna go outside with a pan and start banging on it like the frontline workers during COVID.
Well, it looks like Bro Tips Hasan has finally come off, and Asmongold getting a girlfriend, allegedly, has gotten Hasan to completely mask off and go back to his misogynistic ways. Very interesting.
The OnlyFans model that made her way into the den.
You know, it's very interesting, Hasan, because you said, and I quote, that you'd be down to trickle down bang anything that Diddy would throw your way, a guy who fucked kids. Yet for some reason, you wouldn't even talk to a woman who is allegedly Asmongold's girlfriend. Isn't that just a little bit crazy? Isn't that just a little bit crazy?
I'm going to pull a Haley Stevens, put the gloves on, and reclaim my time on the fucking floor of Congress.
Very, very, very interesting. So anyways, Asmongold responded to this clip.
Biggest dookie thing.
No, there's not.
There is.
Here we go.
I will take this L, even from Hasan. I will take this L. It was fucking disgusting. I should have cleaned it. It was embarrassing that I didn't clean it. I was genuinely embarrassed that she said it on stream. I felt like a fucking retard. And I woke up the next morning, and the first thing I did was clean the entire thing.
You shouldn't have. Hey, poop belongs in the toilet. Okay? That's a woman's job. You should have got her to do that, man. Come on. Your oral levels are falling.
It's disgusting. He's right. He's completely right. It was awful. Everybody's right.
Respect women, let women get their bags. I mean, I think there's probably more respectable ways of getting your bag than that. But, you know, what do I know? What do I fucking know? I don't know anything, okay?
What are you talking? It's crazy. Yep. You know what's so funny to me is that these are the people that constantly talk about me being a misogynist and how much I hate women and everything like this.
Yeah, that's me, by the way, not him.
And then the moment that, like, there's a female that is in my vicinity, they immediately turn into Andrew Tate. Immediately Andrew Tate.
I thought you were pro sex work. I am, but not all sex work is equal.
There it is. What I mean? There it is. Yep, hit him with it.
Literally, bro, he is one clip away from being Andrew Tate.
Yep, he is back to old Bro Tips Hasan because you live in his head that rent-free, man. It actually is embarrassing.
Literally one clip away. That's crazy. Wow. Bro, just because you went to a brothel doesn't mean every interaction with a female is prostitution.
True. Also, Asmon, hit him with the fucking child sex trafficking. Bring it up. We all know there were kids there. Go for a shot below the belt. Come on.
Okay. Like, I don't know why you would do this. Jeez.
Yep.
Perhaps
little projection here.
There's more respectable ways of doing it. Yeah, it's
One
good
clip
to
away.
also make sure that, you know, sex work is safe and clean.
Yep.
You know, this is a very unsafe.
Isn't it crazy that he's basically just going off and like, you know, at the beginning he was trying to be reasonable and
He
like
was.
now he's going off on a huge tangent about how she's like a hooker or something. Like who
Yep.
does this?
Yep.
Who does
Me, but that's my brand, so it's fine.
this? By the way, like I mean, I don't want to go on. Like I think it's like it's weird to like defend yourself for something like
is.
this. It's
It
just a
is.
weird conversation.
It's weird.
It's weird
It's
for
weird.
somebody like this to even bring it up.
Of course, it's
But,
so
like,
fucking weird.
She comes from a rich family.
Yep.
You know, a family from China, right?
Yep.
And then on top of that, she has a lot of her own money.
Yep.
Side
That's
with a
crazy.
pan and start banging on it like.
This is actually, I never want to hear.
Hasan's very tilted because Valkyrie just dumped his ass. Because Valkyrie realizes that she's retarded, but she's not quite Hasan levels retarded. And now Hasan is a lowly, sexless chud. And he realizes he gets just as much sex in the United States as he does in Turkey, which is absolutely fucking zero. And guys, I'm going to say this. Sex is nothing if it's not with somebody that you love with the plans to have a future family and children with. My humble opinion. But that's just because I'm a traditional guy. Because I believe in the American dream. Because I believe in saving the motherfucking white race. We are bringing white babies back in a major way.
I never want to hear another clip from Hasan or his community ever
Yep.
again about how I'm misogynist.
Yep.
I never want to hear this ever again.
True.
That's crazy.
It is.
That's the legendary question of all time. Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question
There
mark?
it is.
I want to say thank you to Miley Cyrus for showing off
Yep.
her camel toe at the VMAs the other night.
He said that when she was 16 years old, by the way. When Miley Cyrus was 16 years old, he said that.
I always knew Hannah Montana was a little slut. Don't even try to hide it. Look, this is a
She was
classic
underage at this time, by the way.
Yep.
example of what happens
Ben said it. Always been saying it.
when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date.
There it is.
For the OnlyFans model that made her way into the den.
It's crazy, bro. Like, you're actually just the same as me.
Yep. It's true.
He actually might be even more sexist than I am.
But neither of y'all are more sexist than me. You can try, though.
I
But I have a great background story on why I was made to be sexist. I used to be quite open. And then I realized that was a horrible mistake, and I'll never make that again.
think he could actually be. He could be worse than me.
Not
That's
worse than me.
insane. Nothing's changed. You wouldn't say that about a streamer's random girl. Yeah, it's a weird thing to do, right?
It is, it's weird as
Definitely
fuck.
But yeah. And can we dox this? You talk sexist. He acts like he's not. He talks like he is. Yeah, he talks like a feminist. But then, you know, it's crazy. Literally one clip,
Yep.
and all of his chat turns into the most red pill shit that you
Yep.
could possibly imagine.
True.
And do you know why? It's because a lot of them do think that way, but they just think that way.
And you know what the crazy thing is? Before anybody thinks that only men are sexist, the people who are the biggest misogynists are women. Because nobody hates women more than women. Straight up. When you are a woman with self-respect, you will hate other women for promoting whore culture. And that's the goddamn truth. Nobody who walks into a gym and sees all these fucking sluts, and then a woman with some self-respect goes in and goes, good Lord, this place is disgusting. Everybody knows it.
Derogatory way towards people who they don't like.
Yep.
That's all there is to it. And meanwhile, by the way, I never do that. But I never want to hear about any of this stuff about how, oh, wow, that's like, you know, Asmon's a sexist, he hates women or anything else. I never want to hear this ever again.
Yeah, put that shit on me, bro. I love that shit.
But I did see that, and I thought it was very, very odd. Again, one clip is all it takes to make these people turn into Andrew Tate.
Yep, because they are weak-minded, and everybody knows it. Like, comment, subscribe.